This is a special homecoming edition of LMTV News. Linn-Mar, your news starts now.
Friday, October 3rd, 2008.
And here's a look at the stories making news around your Linn-Mar campus. Our top story on this homecoming Friday, with the excitement of the event and celebration of our district taking place, Linn-Mar High School gives a special honor to a fallen soldier and a former teacher. LMTV's Betsy joins us with the details. Betsy?
Thank you, Olin. The flag outside of our school is being flown at half-staff in honor of Staff Sergeant Nathan Cox, an Iowa soldier who died September 20th while serving our country in Afghanistan. The flag is also lowered today for former Linn-Mar teacher and coach Larry Schroeder. His picture is included on the Linn-Mar Wall of Fame. He taught at Linn-Mar for many years. He helped chaperone trips and drove buses at Linn-Mar for many years following his retirement. Mr. Schroeder passed away a couple of years ago, and as a former member of the Special Forces, a Vietnam veteran, Larry Schroeder was also a longtime member of the American Legion Honor Guard who raised the flag at Linn-Mar varsity football games each Friday night. Tonight, the flag flying over the high school will also be raised and flown as the Lions take on the Prairie Hawks. The flag will then be given to Mr. Schroeder's son, who is expected to be at the game. Thank you, Linn-Mar, for honoring and showing respect for a longtime friend of our community and school. Olin, back to you.
Thanks, Betsy. In other news, last night's homecoming parade was a complete success. Dozens of entries ranging from the football players to the kids from the district's new school, Echo Hill, marched through Northern Marion. The best float went to the Compass Center. Others who were honored include Art Club and FFA. Linn-Mar will be showing complete coverage of the parade following this newscast. After the parade was the coronation at Armstrong Field. Miss Turner and Mr. Hutchison emceed the event and announced the homecoming king and queen.
The Linn-Mar 2008 homecoming king is Zach Bohannon.
The Linn-Mar 2008 homecoming queen is Jamie Prentice.
Congratulations to Jamie Prentice and Zach Bohannon.
Congratulations to Jamie and Zach. There are still a lot of homecoming events over the next 2 days. Tony and Jessica have that and more in the LMTV Weekend Report. Guys?
Thanks, Olin. This weekend's events began with a homecoming pep assembly at 2:35. Band members, poms, and cheerleaders will be dismissed at 2:20.
The winning class of this year's spirit competition will be announced at the pep assembly.
In addition to bragging rights and possession of the much-coveted spirit stick, the The winning class will receive a special lunch.
If the underclassmen win, they could take over the food court for a day.
Then right after the pep assembly, head out door 10 as ESPN Radio, The Zone, hosts a tailgate party.
Come for the fun, lots of free stuff, and other fabulous prizes.
After that's over, go back to the lower commons for the annual band spaghetti supper. It starts at 5.
It's an all-you-can-eat meal for the awesome low price of $5. Pop is only 50 cents. Bring your family and friends and fill your tummies before you head down to the big game at Armstrong Field.
And that big game pits our Lions against the Prairie Hawks. The sophomore game starts at 5 with varsity to follow.
The evening's activities include the special flag-raising event we told you about earlier.
Tomorrow night from 8 to 11 is the final event of homecoming week, the dance. It's $10 for singles, $15 for couples. Reed Photography will start taking pictures at 5 p.m.
Remember, you and your date must bring your school ID to get into the dance.
That's your weekend.
Make this homecoming a safe
and happy one.
Olin, back to you.
Thanks, guys. In other news, this is the last day to vote for the staff member who you think should get a pie in the face. Look for the FCS club members in the lower commons during lunch. The winner will take the pie in the face at the pep assembly. The winner of yesterday's Rock Stars and today's Red and Black Spirit competition will be announced at the assembly. Now, Emily takes a look at today's sports.
Thank you, Olin. On the scoreboard, last night's exciting Powder Puff game. Team Thunder dominated Team Lightning with a lot of points to a little bit of points. Tonight in Linn-Mar sports, unless you've been under a rock, you already know there's a football game tonight. Come out and cheer our Lions to victory over the Prairie Hawks at Armstrong Field. In other sports news, attention all varsity basketball cheerleaders. Make sure to pick up important information from Mrs. Crandall. There's a mandatory meeting Monday at 3:15. It will last until 4:15. Please plan accordingly. That's sports, Olin. Back to you.
Thanks, Emily. In news from the counselors, the University of Wisconsin at Platteville will be in the counseling office this morning at 10:45. A representative from Loras College in Dubuque will be in the counseling office Monday at 1 p.m. For more information on these stories, stop by the counseling office or check out their website. Now, Tyler takes a look at today's arts and clubs.
On the Linn-Mar club scene, do you like anime? Do you want to know what anime is? Come to the anime club Mondays after school in Mr. Kibbe's room, A104. Inklings, Linn-Mar's own literary magazine, is still looking for your contribution. See Mr. Tracy Hopkins for more information. This is the last day to turn in your money for Spectrum t-shirts. See Miss Zamolik by the end of the day. That's your club update. Olin, back to you.
Thanks, Tyler. Today on Channel 1, a look at last night's vice presidential debate. That's today at 3, right here on LMTV. Now, Emily has your first look at today's lunch.
I do. It's Pizza Hut pizza, a tossed lettuce salad, grapes, and a chocolate fudge brownie. The other lines will offer the sub sandwich bar, chef salads, or a la carte items. That's lunch, Olin. Back to you.
Thanks, Emily. Weatherman Alex Starr has a lot to look at for our weekend forecast. Alex?
Thank you, Olin. High pressure zones are going to dominate our area, pushing out most of the moisture to bring us clear skies and cool temperatures for the game. Tomorrow should also be dry, but coming into next week, we're going to see several chances of rain. My LMTV forecast calls for mostly sunny skies today with a high of 61. Tonight, bring your jacket. It's going to be clear and cold with a low of 37. And tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high of 65. That's the latest from the Weather Center. Back to you, Olin.
That wraps up today's edition of LMTV News.
Remember, LMTV is always available online. Just go to the high school website.
For the entire cast and crew, thanks for watching.
Join us again Monday, Linn-Mar, and make it a great weekend.